Damn you, Zero Comms! Damn you! Now, I didn't want to do commentaries anymore because at the time I was doing this, the commentary community started to suck. But after a while, people were like, hey, let's have fun doing them again. Bear in mind, this isn't going to be an official return to doing this. I'm going to be doing commentaries every once in a while whenever I feel like saying something about stupid shit like this. So what am I going to commentate on? Filmmaster Adams bit in his Guardians of the Galaxy review where he just flat out white knights confused Matthew from his haters for 4 minutes, 7 seconds, and 27 milliseconds before even getting to his actual review. Oh yeah, I timed it before I even started editing. So anyway, let's begin.
Now, before I get into why I love this movie so much, there is an issue. You know what? No, scratch issue. There is a fucking cancer going around the goddamn internet right now. An absolute cancer. And I feel, as someone who feels very strongly about this cancer, I should address this. Recently, a critic known as Confused Matthew started ranting about how much he hated Guardians of the Galaxy, and is even at the complete opposite spectrum of myself, calling it one of the worst films Marvel Studios has put out. Yes, you all knew this had to be addressed sooner or later. Now it's time to take your medicine. I am, of course, talking to you. Yes, you. The asshole sipping your banana broccoli shake, swinging your torch, singing I'm an Oscar Mayer wiener, while sending Confused Matthew a shit ton of hate mail and death threats. What the fuck is your problem? What is your deal? Ever since this man displayed his honest opinion on this movie, just about everyone on Facebook, YouTube, and even Matthew's own site have been lambasting him for his honest opinion. He didn't like it. So fucking what?
I guess this is the only intelligent thing you said thus far, and I'm referring to the death threats all because of an opinion. I'll give you that. But the thing is though, those are the types of people that you and Matthew should ignore. And from what I've seen, this isn't the first time you did this, Adam. Remember the beginning of your Request of the Week review on Daredevil? Yeah, he complained about people sending death threats to him all because of his opinion on the Green Hornet before even getting to the actual review. And as for the hate mail thing, I'm going to paraphrase what you just said. These people, including myself, don't like Confused Matthew. So fucking what? And by the way, I only noticed one post from a George Baum you only took a small bit of from his post, completely missing his point. I had to contact this guy in order to find out what he was talking about. And given to how long it was, I don't blame you for doing that. But the thing is, it wasn't because he was attacking Matthew for his opinion. It was because of the way Matthew doesn't understand film criticism in general. Did you even read the rest of what he wrote aside from the small bit you took a screenshot of, just for the sake of your rant? Well, if you didn't, that made you come off as... And I will be playing this song every time you have to speak. You're welcome!
I'm gonna tell you about this thing called the library. And in this library is a thing called a dictionary. And if you look in this dictionary, you will find a little word called subjective! That is what movie reviews and furthermore opinions are. All opinions are subjective.
You're right, opinions are subjective, but here's the thing. The only way your opinions, your reasons to like or dislike something are going to hold any water is that you have actual arguments about the films, as well as other media and everything else in the world, which by the way is something Matthew severely lacks throughout his reviewing career. And by the way, Adam, you don't have to say this is his opinion or this is my opinion in order for it to be one. The posts that you showed are people giving away their fucking opinions, and you're flipping your shit over it. Way to be an ignorant, double-standard hypocrite.
I am no more right for calling the Avengers good than Confused Matthew is for calling the Avengers bad. If you don't like his opinions, stop watching him. It's really getting old.
Oh, here we go. The whole if you don't like it, don't watch it card. Yeah, that argument doesn't work because this is the internet, the World Wide Web. It's a public place a lot of people go to. Everything people post is public record. Whatever's on the internet stays on the internet. A lot of people are going to see stuff like this and are going to call others out on their bullshit. We do it all the damn time. You as a user should know this.
You can sit there and say, "Oh well, Adam, you make fun of Spidey 2065 all the time. How are you any different?" Spidey 2065, Joel Torero, is my friend. I don't rip on him to be a complete trolling asshole like most of you are doing to Matthew. I rip on him to mess with him like most friends would do. As his friend, it is not only my right, but my sworn duty, as far as I'm concerned, to rip on him. You don't know Matthew. I don't know Matthew. So, yeah, you guys ripping on him just comes off as you being complete assholes.
Dumbass? You don't have to know the person to rip on said person. I can say the same about you with Michael Bay. You don't know him, yet you rip on him anyway. Man, I never thought I would be defending Bay in this regard. Again, you are fucking hypocrite. And more reasons as to why you are one is in your Man of Steel review. You said, and I quote, "All critics that caused this film to get a 56% on Rotten Tomatoes are all fucking nuts." Another example in your Oz the Great and Powerful review, you said, and again quoting you here, "If you do not like The Wizard of Oz, if you hate that movie, you don't have a soul." And I'll link you people to those reviews where he flat out says those things in the description.
He's not doing it to scream out, "Hey, I'm still relevant." He's doing it because it's what he likes to fucking do. It's the same reason I do it, and I'm pretty sure it's the same reason most critics in the world do it. I want it known that I am a fan of Confused Matthew. I personally think he's one of the best critics on the internet right now because he will change his opinion for no one. He will tell it like he feels, and if no one else agrees, then who the fuck cares? I recently did watch his review of Guardians, and while I did not agree with him on this film, I still got enjoyment out of hearing his opinion on it. He still displayed his opinions honestly. Newsflash. That is what a good critic is supposed to fucking do! Another movie we completely disagreed on was Man of Steel. But he commented on my review, saying that while he didn't agree, he still liked watching it. He is willing to hear other opinions out.
Really? He is willing to hear opinions out.
Any professional opinion that this movie was anything but awful is wrong. This movie is obviously ass garbage.
That's totally willing to hear opinions out, isn't it?
Yet it seems like everyone is still willing to chastise him for, God forbid, having a different view than everyone else. In closing, constantly berating Matthew for his opinions is not going to change his opinions. So for my closing line, as Matthew would say, fuck this bullshit.
Here's the issue. The problems me and a lot of people have with Confused Matthew aren't his opinions. He can say what he wants. It's that his reasons are bullshit. He doesn't understand character development and plot development and hates on whatever's popular just because it's popular. Also, why should we respect his opinions if he doesn't respect ours? He insults his audience for liking this or that, and insults critics like the late Roger Ebert and filmmakers like Steven Spielberg and James Gunn for doing their jobs. Evidence to back this up is in his Minority Report review, and in one of his Facebook posts where he calls James Gunn a long-ass insult after seeing Guardians of the Galaxy. And they're on public sites, no less. The very fact you are playing devil's advocate defending Confused Matthew all because it's his opinion is so childish and immature. Adam, I'm going to put this out there. Your whole tirade on Confused Matthews haters and your constant white knighting and fanboyish remarks were horrible. That's 4 minutes, 7 seconds, and 27 milliseconds of my life that I will never get back. I wish I could have just skipped to your Guardians review. And by the way, Adam, I am so looking forward to your epic film fails of the entire Hobbit trilogy, because when they come, I will not be the only one tearing them apart. Anyways, this is Rafale360, and I will see you guys another time.